Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a wonderful recipe for your lunch, for your dinner. It's a complete meal, very tasty, super healthy, gluten-free, wheat flour-free. You will love it for sure. Stay until the end, you won't want to miss it. First of all, if you are new, welcome, enjoy, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. I have a new video every day, a new recipe every day. You will love them. Let's start our recipe, remembering that the ingredients, quantities, and nutritional information, as always, will be down here in the description. The first thing I have here is cooked and mashed sweet potato. You can steam it, you can boil it, however you prefer. And I have it here already well cooked and I've mashed it into a puree. Here I will add a bit of olive oil. Let me first mix it with a spoon, but soon I'll have to get my hands in the dough. And after adding the olive oil here, I will at this moment add the salt. Carefully to season the entire dough, ensuring it is evenly distributed throughout. I will add the baking powder and I will also add oat flour here. Now there's no other way. I will use my hands here to really turn this into dough. Look, this is how the texture of your dough will be. If by chance it turns out a bit different from mine, depending on the flour you use or the moisture of the potato, it might be more difficult to achieve this consistency. So you can add another teaspoon of olive oil. For me, it was exactly the amount listed below in the description. I have here a container that can go in the oven, a baking dish. And we are going to put the dough here to line it. You will soon understand what I'm doing here. I'm spreading it out, flattening it with my finger. When you make this delight, leave your comment here on the video telling me how your recipe turned out and what filling you used. So I've already covered our baking dish with the dough. Let's set it aside and make a filling for this delight. This is my suggestion. You can make any filling you want, but I'm adding some eggs here as a base to form a cream. If you want to know more about eggs, cholesterol, what happens if you eat them every day, how many eggs we can eat daily, I have a video here on the channel talking more about this, and I will leave it below in the description for you. You saw that I've already beaten the eggs, mixing the yolks well with the whites. I'm going to add a bit of paprika because I love it. Not to mention it has a lot of vitamin A, which is excellent for our vision, antioxidant. I will add salt here and a bit of black pepper. It's always nice to add these seasonings only to the eggs because it helps to mix everything later. Here I will add the ricotta. I am using fresh ricotta. Now I will carefully mix everything. Here you can add cottage cheese or even a white cheese. I even have a recipe here on the channel for how to make cheese at home with 2 ingredients, super natural and healthy. And if you want, you can crumble this cheese and add it here too. It works well. So the ricotta is already mixed. I will add a bit of leek here. This leek is very interesting because it is super rich in fiber. It is very rich in inulin, a type of fiber that ferments in our intestines and improves the good bacteria, serving as food for your beneficial bacteria. So it's very interesting. If you don't want to use leek because of the taste, the price, or for any other reason, you can add any other vegetable you want here. And I will add the cooked and shredded chicken here. I cooked this chicken in water with salt, added a bit of rosemary, a bit of oregano. You can use the seasonings you like the most. So I've already mixed it here. Everything is really well mixed here, and we are going to put this filling mixture into our dough and bake it. So let's start placing it here. When you make this recipe, leave your comment because I want to see which filling you chose. And then we spread it here. I leveled it here, and on top of this, I will add some cheese to gratin and make it delicious. I'm using light mozzarella, but you can use the cheese of your choice. It's really up to you. In fact, the amount of cheese you want to add will increase the calories or be less if you decide to put less than I did here. I have a video talking about the best cheeses, the 5 least caloric cheeses. I'll also put it down here to help you choose the best cheese for your case. Let's take this to the preheated oven. I'll be back here to show you how it turned out and tell you how long it took. Hang on. The smell is amazing and it looks beautiful. It took 25 minutes in my oven. It might take a little longer in yours. Just keep an eye on it until everything is well cooked. I'll cut a piece so you can see inside. Hang on, I'll be right back. Remember that you can make it with any filling you want, whatever you have at home, any protein you like, and add the vegetables of your choice. So let me know down below how you're going to make it. So go ahead and like the video, as it helps me a lot, and share it with those who need it. Let's expand this chain of good together. That's what I want most here with the channel. Let's cut a piece. The smell is amazing. I can't resist. And look at how wonderful this dough turns out. It even looks like a restaurant dish. See you next time then. Bye.